Hey there, welcome to Wildly Domestic. This is video number 2 in our meditation series. So last time we talked about sound meditation, and this week we're going to discuss mindfulness meditation. Now, sound meditation is probably the one that I use most frequently because it, like I said in the last video, you can use it while you're working, or you could use it before you go to bed. It's kind of something that's really adaptable to every day, because you don't have to be in a quiet setting. You don't have to be solitary in order to use sound meditation. The meditation that I probably use second most frequently is mindfulness meditation. Now this is another one that you can incorporate into your everyday, but when most people think of mindfulness meditation, it does involve a lot more of the quiet, the stereotypical image of someone sitting quietly as a meditator. Now there have been a lot of focus lately, a lot of buzz around the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness is basically being present in the moment, being as aware of the moment around you as you possibly can be. So this is something you can practice all the time, and I mean, I definitely try and do that myself. So I would definitely suggest that for other people, trying to be mindful in every moment. And it's a lot easier said than done, but sometimes a good way to get that started and to understand what that feels like is to take a few minutes and actually do a specific mindfulness meditation. And it's really simple to do. It's basically all you're doing is you just find a comfortable space where you can sit quietly, or you can lay down. That's kind of a myth about meditation, that you have to be in a particular position. You have to be sitting upright, you have to be sitting a certain way, or you have to be standing, or you have to be laying down. Most meditation styles, the focus is on just making sure that you're in a comfortable position. There are certain styles that do put emphasis on the position of your body, the position of your legs, the position of your hands, that sort of thing. But with mindfulness meditation in particular, as long as you're sitting comfortably, that's important, because you don't really want yourself to get distracted by the little aches and pains in your body that come up, because they will come up. So anyway, for mindfulness meditation, once you're seated comfortably, or in whatever position is comfortable for you, and you're in a place of personal peace and quiet, you basically just close your eyes and listen to what's around you, and as things come and as things go. So it's like you're listening, you're quiet, and you hear, oh, there's a bird. But instead of starting to go off on a tangent, think, oh, I wonder what kind of bird it is, and blah, 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 you just listen to the bird. And then you listen to whatever next sound comes up, like, oh, there's a car that went by. And it's very difficult to do, because usually once we identify what something is, or if we hear a sound and we can't identify what something is, our brain starts kicking into overdrive. It thinks, what's that? I have to figure out what that is. Or it starts this whole like domino effect. It's like, oh, that's a bird. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Maybe it's a mockingbird. I saw a mockingbird the other day outside my window. Or no, was it a mockingbird, or was it a chickadee? I don't remember. I'll have to look that up later. I need to go buy a book. I need to go to Barnes & Noble. Or maybe I should go to Amazon.com. See what I mean? And that's constantly happening inside my own brain. And that's the thing with mindfulness meditation. It's not getting mad at yourself when that happens. It's just stop. And it's just it's like, okay, stop, and just listen. Listen to whatever comes up. And sometimes that's one method of mindfulness meditation, listening to the sounds around you and things like that. And another is like with the thoughts, just watching as your thoughts arrive. This one to me is a little bit more difficult, but it's you try and clear your mind, just try and kind of like get rid of all the thoughts in there and just make it an empty space. And of course 2 seconds later something's going to pop up and come through there, and it's trying to find that place of the observer, like I spoke about before, trying to find like the watcher behind everything, like the real core of your being, the true self. Trying to connect with that part of you, and be able to sustain that for longer and longer periods of time. So when the thoughts come up, Like if you're just sitting quietly and you think, oh, I need to get an oil change. Instead of obsessing about it or allowing it to carry you off down a particular path, or instead of getting angry at yourself like, oh, it was only 2 seconds and I had a thought come up, I can't even clear my mind for 2 seconds. Just allowing it to be, okay, oil change, and then just letting go of it and clearing it. It's like a chalkboard. So it's like you erase the chalkboard, and then your little brain pops up and writes something on the chalkboard. Okay, that's what's on the chalkboard, and then you go back and erase the chalkboard again. Or sometimes what I do as well is I kind of like imagine in my mind that when a thought comes up, I sort of imagine it like a little thought bubble around it, like a little cloud, and I just sort of imagine in my mind it drifting out of my brain and away into the clouds, into the sky. And to me, that's particularly helpful. But whatever works for you. But yeah, so mindfulness meditation is, like I said, it's been promoted a lot lately as a way to be more present in your moment and be happier and lower stress levels. But like I said, it's also a great way to sort of try and get in touch with that part of you that's really at the core of your being, so you can not get distracted with all the shoulds and shouldn'ts and social customs and restrictions and all this external cultural stuff, this cultural baggage that's been added to the core of our being as we grow up and grow old and interact with people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's part of being human, that's part of being alive. But we do need to make sure that we still are aware of and in touch with the real us inside, and listen to that and pay attention to that, because that's your intuition, that's your heart, that's your soul. So but anyway, that's this week's meditation, mindfulness meditation. Thank you for watching, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.